Hey everybody, welcome back. Big Guy Games here, coming at you with a recap of the weekend's tournaments, some videos to keep an eye out for in the future, as well as some upcoming tournaments in the next few months. Let's go ahead and dive right in, covering the 1K tournament hosted by the Realm Games in Mansfield, Ohio. Probably the biggest cash prize tournament we've had for the game so far. Showed up at 9, sat down, buckled in for a solid 8 hours of Alpha Clash play. Really good experience, glad to be a part of it. We had solid representation across the board. The only thing I think we didn't see was a Moxie deck, which given time, I'm sure she'll creep right back into that mix. Lots of representation from the Mad Lad in Red himself, Torque the Uncontrollable with that devastating Here Comes the Boom combo, as well as Kagan the Dragon just coming down and taking off big threats on the board left and right. Big shout out to Kyle and Dagan for taking first and second place in that tournament. They walked away with some nice cash prizes as well as some nice swag for the game itself. Huge shout out to the Realm Games for hosting the tournament. Because of places like that, we're going to be able to continue to grow this community and the game itself. And much love for Kovizi, Jordy, the talents of Charmer and Logan on the live broadcast, which you can catch the VOD for down below. Again, it was just an all-around great experience. I cannot wait to do more of that. And on Sunday, we had a much smaller tournament hosted by Rioten CCG. Again, much smaller affair, still some pretty good representation. We actually had a Moxie deck in that tournament. It was a really great tournament, and just talking to everybody, what a good experience. Rioten, you did a great job, man. I cannot wait to play in more of your stuff. I'll be showing up for as long as I possibly can for these. And which brings me to my point. The community in this game is just so fantastic to interact with right now. If you're a part of the Discord, there's always people asking questions. There's always people with great answers. Nobody's shooting anybody down. There's no animosity in the chat. We're growing together in a good way. You know, on Saturday, I was out before the Final Four. I could have left at 2 o'clock, but because of people within the Alpha Clash team themselves, like Jordy, Kovizi, Logan, Charmer, even Dagan, like, you just want to stay around. You want to pick their brains. You want to watch how they play. You want to talk to them and just get information. And I can't say enough good things about where this community is, and I cannot wait to see where it grows into. You all have been so supportive and so wonderful to interact with. It makes my hopes for this game so high. I cannot wait to see where we go. Now, a couple ideas for videos in the future. I'm hoping to get a hold of the deck list from Saturday. I kind of want to do a breakdown of at least the top 4 decks that were played. So I know there was a green-white Clarity took the whole thing, and that was piloted by Dagan. In a really close matchup with Kyle, who was running a green-red Magnate deck. And if you watch those games, you can just sit there and watch, you know, what the top play can look like in this game. Lots of expert piloting. So I'm really hoping to either get in touch with those guys, kind of ask them what were some changes they would make in their decks now looking back. What were some plays that caught them off guard? What were some, you know, just some things that they look at, like in looking back on it again and just go, oh my gosh, why did I do that? I'd love to get feedback. I'll still be doing deck breakdowns for at least the top 4, even without that input, just kind of going through and showing what makes these decks powerful, because they are good decks, but without the pilots behind them, you're not going anywhere fast. And a few tournaments to shout out. We have Rioten hosting a few tournaments here in the upcoming months. We've got in September, the top prize will be a PlayStation 5, so I will be there with all of you trying to win myself a nice PlayStation 5, because I certainly don't have one. And then in October, the prize will be an Xbox or a Nintendo Switch. So I will be there as well for that one. And then in November, and here's the fun one, so in November, we've got Clash Grounds releasing. The top prize for that month's tournament will be an entire case of Clash Grounds. You heard that right. An entire case, with second place taking home 6 boxes. So you definitely want to show up, show out, get ready to play. I cannot wait. Huge shout out to Kovizi. Huge shout out to Jordy. Huge shout out to the Realm for hosting the tournament again. Huge shout out to Rioten for the Sunday tournament. Just everybody involved. I cannot sing high enough praises right now. Again, I can't wait to see where we're going. I can't wait to talk to all of you again next time. Have a great day.